All right, guys, welcome to the weekly Team Perseverance team call. My name is Dave Atkins, the founding coach of Team Perseverance, and you're one of your upline star diamonds. I'm really excited about tonight's call, and thank you guys for coming on because of the Instagram training I'm going to have for you guys. I really hope everybody has a paper and pen, is ready to take a lot of notes, and this is going to be recorded because you're going to want to go back and look at everything. But first, a couple of announcements, guys. The number one thing we're coming up, it's coming real close, is Coach Summit. So I'm going to start talking a lot about that this year it's in New Orleans in this summer in July. And guys, you absolutely, I truly feel, and people have heard me say this before, I don't think you really understand or quite grasp or really are a true coach until you go to Coach Summit. Because once you go there and you're able to see exactly what this opportunity and what this is about with the people and the events and the connections and the relationships and the stories and the training and just being in an arena of 25, 30,000 other coaches, there's just nothing like it. So you want to put it this way. I always say I'm not condoning to put yourself in debt. I'm never going to say that. But I charged my way to get there the first 2 years because it was a non-negotiable when I said I'm all in. So Coach Summit is around the corner. You absolutely want to, in fact, get to Coach Summit. The next announcement, guys, is next week. A lot of us are going to be away in Punta Cana at the Success Club trip. I'm super excited about going next week. So make sure you're staying plugged in on the team page, see what's going on, if they give us any news. But from previous trips we've been on, it's pretty much they have workshops, there's workouts with the trainers, but it is not going to be like big announcements. It's more of a place to kind of be rewarded for the hard work that so many of our coaches have done. So I'm looking forward to that. Next, guys, the I am awesome hashtag. I am awesome hashtag. I see Maria right here on the top with her 6 points that she got. For Success Club points, if you get Success Club points, even if you sign up one person, you have 2 points. Go on the Team Perseverance page, put your photo up with the number of fingers for like 2 points or 10 points or 3 points, and hashtag in the photo I am awesome, and write your post and talk about the person you got the points from, maybe a little bit about their story and what you're doing to help them. We're trying to get it flooded. I know just looking in the drill down, there's a lot more of you with Success Club points that can go on there and share the people that you signed up to get the Success Club points and what you're doing for them. So let's absolutely share that. And the next thing I want to go right into is recognition, but I'd love to seriously try and figure out why my screen has disappeared again. Anybody on here that uses Zoom from our downline teams know why my screen disappeared? Anybody? Let me just look again. Give me a second. Otherwise, we're just going to go into recognition, and I'm just going to I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, I'm just going to leave it be. I don't know why that happened. Wait, hold on. What's this? Video settings. Nope. I don't know. Man, I don't know why it happened. Okay. So anyway, let me go right into recognition on our Team Perseverance, our weak leg team volume leaders for this week. So on our week leg team volume, where do we have it? The week of April 6th to April 12th, we have in the 300 Club, Darlene Champ, Lisa Marr, Cami Cowart, Angela McLaughlin, Mary Palumbo, Danielle Zito, Deirdre Pashley. In the 500 Club, Michelle Della Sala, Maureen Garrett, Jennifer Holman, Kristen Atkins, Second Business Center, Michelle Fry, Gina Strecco, Liz Mullenbrook, Bob Strecco, and Lindsay Kaufman. In the 1,000 Club, My Second Business Center, Tony Carlucci, Kelly Della Vecchia, Sharice Nolson, Jeff Nolson, Shannon Larice, and Devin Wheaton. In the 2,000 Club, Stacy Larice, Denise Brobson, and Tara Richmond. In the 3,000 Club, Kristen Atkins, Shana Carlucci. And the 10,000 Club, My First Business Center. So, guys, congratulations to everybody who, in fact, is on the leaderboard for week leg team volume. means you're building your businesses and you're paying it forward. So before I go on into the training topic, are there any general questions on anything? Anybody? No general questions? Okay, guys, so I'm going to get right into this training tonight, and let me just share my screen and share screen. All right, can you guys all still see the PowerPoint? Yes or no? Yes, we could still see it. Okay, we can still see it. So guys, I'm excited about tonight's training because a little background on this is that I've had Instagram for a couple of years, but wasn't that I was anti-Instagram. I just never took the time to invest to learn Instagram. And the more that I've gotten surrounded and connected with some of the other top coaches or some top coaches in the company, I realized that it's an untapped network of people, of prospects, of people that we can proactively find through using, in fact, Instagram. So what I did over the past 6 weeks, guys, is I have spent hours, late nights, many late nights, 11:30 at night, up early in the morning, watching, asking questions, getting access to other team calls, listening, getting my hands on Josh Coach training, asking people, getting spreadsheets, getting documents. And I have created what I'm now doing now of kind of like a 3-phase system that I'm doing with Instagram. So I am going to be coming at you guys with a lot of content. And I'm going to share what I'm doing every day, because I personally am doing all of these steps every single day. And I can tell you I am in conversation with more people that I can keep track of, which is one of the key points of why you want to be organized when we get into it. So let's get right into why Instagram. It's an untapped amount of prospects. Majority of people on Instagram now have professional degrees, unlike a few years back. Guys, that's a big, vital point. A couple years ago, we used to think, and it was true, Instagram was for the younger crowd, like kids in their teens. But now today, the vast majority of people on Instagram, I think it's over 50% or higher, have professional degrees. So it's people that are right into our scope of people we'd be looking for as prospects. You can use Instagram to find your avatar, which is your brand, your niche, your scope of people. It's easy to use once you start. And in Gary Vaynerchuk's words, if you're not using Instagram to build your business, you're missing a huge opportunity. And I'll leave out the vulgar language that he basically put in other words with Gary V. So next, guys, first thing, and you may want to start screenshotting or this recording will be up. we're going to work from the bottom up. So let's just talk about your bio. Your bio is your page on Instagram. And if you're looking at the photos where you're going to set up your profile, okay? Couple things you want to notice that I have right below is you want to come up with a handle or username that fits you. If you look at me on the right-hand side, my username, and I have changed it a couple of times, is FitDad3. Okay, it's something that kind of explains who I am. Some people choose to just put their name, and that's cool. Like Megan Yeleny is a two-time elite coach. Becky Brissett is I think a 5-time 15-star diamond elite coach. Both of these are personal friends of mine who I've spoken to about Instagram. And then Kristen on the right, Kristen Atkins Fit. If you look at the profiles, guys, below, you're going to see that everything is listed. You know, for me, I'm just going to look at the left-hand side. Inspire and motivate, family, dad of 3, husband. Excuse me one second. I'm just going to grab water. So family, dad of 3, husband. LEO is law enforcement officer. Elite Beachbody coach. My Facebook address, facebook.com/time for change fitness. And then this is the key thing, guys. You only get one area where you can put a clickable link. Instagram, you cannot put clickable links in a post. or a comment. This is the only place. So I have put my YouTube channel as a clickable link, which just reminds me, guys, real quick, since I'm thinking of it, I am putting all of our team calls. I'm going to be doing a lot more off the hip coach trainings on my YouTube channel. So you guys probably have been seeing on our team page to subscribe. You're going to want to subscribe because I'm not always going to put them on the team page. It takes 2 seconds to subscribe to the channel, and then at least you'll have access and get emails when I upload a new video. Like this video is going to go on the YouTube channel. All of our team calls are under a playlist. 130 team calls are under a playlist on my YouTube channel. So definitely subscribe on that. So you only get one clickable link. Okay, so for me, I choose my YouTube. Kristen chooses her Facebook. Becky Brissett in the middle has a Wufoo form, which is like a Google form. It's free. And if you click on her link, it takes them to like 4 or 5 quick questions. She's trying to get people to sign up, maybe to get their email if they're interested in coaching or a challenge group. I have not clicked on, well, there you go. Megan has changed hers for a free Fine Balance and 5-day clean eating group. That's what her link is. So you want to set up your profile. Now, as you notice, guys, is that you want to use your Notes app. The second thing down, you want to use your Notes app on your phone to type it out because it's impossible. If you click on Edit Profile, it's impossible to go in there and get everything to be lined up one on top of the other. If you see how I have everything listed with emojis, and Kristen does too, if you go in there and you write it out that way where you have stuff one on top of the other and you save it, it never lines up right. But if you go to your Notes app or somewhere on your phone and you type it out and you copy it and then paste it in and save it, it stays the way you have it. So that's a little bit of a nugget there. You want to do it on your Notes app. All right, then your link should be to something like your Facebook or something else that you're doing to, in fact, allow you to be able to have something for somebody to click on. All right, next. Now we're getting into like the nuts and bolts of some of the information. Hashtags. Hashtags are very important because if you're not using hashtags, people can find you. Hashtags is the pound symbol. Hashtags, dad bod. It's the one I use. Hashtags FitMama3. The hashtags are important, guys, because people physically search hashtags, and if you're using a hashtag that pertains to you, then you're going to come up when somebody searches. All right? And this is what you want to do. And this is important stuff, guys. You want to create a list of 30 hashtags. Why 30? Because 30 is the maximum amount that you can post on your Instagram post. So you want to leverage all 30. Now, how do you find hashtag ideas? You want to use the search explore page to search for tag ideas. So if you look on the left post, I have an arrow going to the search explore button. It's the little magnifying glass. When you click on that, the first page you guys see is going to be your explore page, which is you see on the snapshot on the left. Those are things of videos or pages or posts that Instagram is suggesting that you may like. It's a good resource, but it's not what I use all the time. If you click on the search tab up top from the explore page, you will then see the screen on the right where you can search for people, you could search for hashtags, places, or some of the top posts. So if you click on the tag portion on the right side as you see, and you start typing in the word fitness, it's going to automatically populate other hashtags that have the word fitness. Fitness mom, fitness body, fitness motivation, fitness model, fitness journey, etc., etc. Your goal, guys, and this is very important with an asterisk, you want to do this. Your goal is you want 5 hashtags that have between 50 and 300,000 posts. Why is that? Because when you search a hashtag, guys, it's going to list top posts, and it's going to list all the other recent posts. So what I mean by that, and you know what, this screenshot I did not have on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop to share this for a second, and I'm going to share my Instagram. Let me share. I'm going to go right to my Instagram page. Hold on one sec. Okay, AirPlay mirroring. Should come on in a second. All right, so here is my Instagram. When I go to the Explore page, guys, and if I search on, like, I'm going to just search dad bod. That's like one of the ones, right? And I search that tag, dad bod. I click on it. If you look, it's going to populate the top posts. The top posts are the ones on Instagram right now that have the most engagement, meaning the most likes and comments. Then below that, chronologically, it goes from the most recent and works backwards. So your goal is when you get to the top post sometimes, you're going to sit there up top. And how do you get up top? By comments and likes. So in order for that to happen, guys, you really want to minimize the competition. So you want to have 5 posts that in fact are between 50 and 300,000. Because if you have, like, if you look at fitness motivation, guys, in the example on the right, it has 18 million posts. It's almost impossible to make the top post if you use the hashtag fitness motivation. So you want to take things that have to do with you, you know, fit mom over 40, you know, fit dad, family fitness, or other things that don't have to do with fitness, guys. You know, you think outside the box. A lot of moms, I'm going to tell you right now, use hashtag Target. Why? Because a lot of moms with kids are in Target. So you have to explore. You want to find 5 hashtags with 50 to 300,000. And then you want to find 25 hashtags between 100,000 and 1 million. You really don't want to go over 1 million because you'll never make it to the top post. And you really don't want to go over 1 million, guys, because as soon as you post, if somebody searches that hashtag, even if you're the most recent post, in a matter of 3 seconds, there's probably 500 more posts that just use that hashtag. So you don't want to get lost. So you want to come up with 30 hashtags, 5 between 50,000 and 300,000, and then 25 between 100,000 and 1 million. Okay? And then you want to save them in your notes app of your phone. Very important. You want to save them in the notes app of your phone so you have them. Now, we're continuing on. After each post, you want to paste your hashtags as a comment after 6 dots that you do. So let me explain what I mean by that. If you look at the photo on the left, that is my notes app. You see the 6 dots on the that I put on top of each other. Dot, 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 dot. You do that so that when you post it as a comment, on the right-hand side, you just see my comment and 3 little dots. Why do you post it as a comment? And why do you do the 6 dots? And why don't you put it in the post? Because you don't want people to see it like you're spamming hashtags. So when you put your hashtags in your actual post, people can see all of your hashtags. But if you do it as a comment and you put the 6 dots, all they will see is the 3 little dots. So when people are scrolling, they don't in fact see all of your hashtags. Now, if they click on your comment, they're going to see them. But they have to actually physically do that. And people are scrolling too quick, they're not going to do it. But you don't want them to see it when people are just scrolling. Okay? And then a quick thing I added in there, guys, is when you're scrolling Instagram, for you to like something, you just double tap on the picture and it gives them the heart. The heart's like a like. Now, before I move on, are there any questions on the 5 and 25 totaling 30, or how to comment on them with the 30 as a comment and the 6 dots and saving? Let me stop at this point. Any questions? If there are, unmute your line. Anybody?
So I have a question, Dave. It's Maria.
Go ahead.
So your when your comment is starting with fit dad of 3. That's your comment, and then the dots.
So my comment, just so I can see, because no, fit data 3 is my username. So you're seeing fit data 3 commented.
Oh, okay.
Because the way Instagram works, if people search hashtags, Instagram will search both what's in the post and any comments below a post that have those hashtags.
Oh, okay.
So I'm commenting on my own post. I'm going to my notes app on the left-hand side. I'm copying and pasting those 6 dots. And below the dads of Instagram, that's all you can see is 29 other hashtags that I have. And then I'm pasting it in as a comment. Does that make sense?
I guess it's a little confusing. I'm looking at your picture where it says day 1, right above it where it would be your profile picture, and it should say fit data 3. And then I see fit data 3 at the bottom of your picture as well, which makes me think it's your comment.
It is my comment.
Oh,
it is my comment. Let me go back to my phone again, and I'll just show you. I'll share my screen again because I want everybody to follow on this. So let me.
I guess I lost that.
No, it is my comment.
Missed that part.
So here's my Instagram. Let me go. So here is that post. Fit Data 3 is on the top. Right after I posted it, I commented, and here's my comment. Fit Data 3. There's the 6 dots.
Oh.
Okay, and then here's all my hashtags. You got it? So I'm commenting on my own photo, and therefore when you first post it, people with the dots, the 6 dots allows it so they don't just see. Because otherwise, right where my comment is, it would start showing all the hashtags, and people would know, like they would see it. So you're trying to make it look organic. Does that make sense?
It does.
I see some questions. Yes, I copied and pasted from my notes. Guys, if you have questions, just because when I have this PowerPoint up, the chat's not popping up, just like unmute your line. So yes, I went to my notes app so you guys can see my thing. What I basically do is I come here, I go to my notes app, right? I have and here is my 6 dots, and here's all my hashtags. I simply copy them and paste them all, select all, copy, then I come back, I go to my Instagram, I click on the comment, which is next to the heart, and that allows me to add a comment. And if I hit paste right now, that will paste them all in, and then I hit post, meaning that's posting a comment. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
And the 6 dots are important because it will hide the hashtags, because if you're the first comment, even if you use 5 dots, it's not enough. I don't know what the reason is behind it. It's what I learned from asking questions and training, and that's what I'm doing. Are we good so far, everybody? Joan Caruso's good. Alyssa's good. Maria's good. All right, so let me stop sharing that. Where did that go on the screen? Stop share. And then let me go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, guys. So moving on to the next post. The next, let me play this screen. There we go. Next. So that's step 1. How to post. Clear, diverse pics. And I took a screenshot of all my most recent posts. Share your story, your life. Document, don't create. Guys, it's something Gary Vaynerchuk always says. Document your life, don't create your life. Don't create your post, document your journey, okay? I.e., you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a Florida girl, you're a postpartum mom. Share your story, okay? Use apps such as Photofy, WordSwag to do, like, people always ask me, I've gotten some comments how I put words on my photos. I'm a Photofy person, and I paid the extra $1 or $2 so I don't have the Photofy watermark in the corner of my thing, just because I just wanted to look professional. and have people guessing how I get the words, I guess. You want to post 2 to 3 posts per day, okay? That's ideally what you want to post. All right, so that's my post there. All right, now we're getting into nuts and bolts here. After you're posting every day and you're doing, in fact, doing your hashtags, you then want to, in fact, the next thing I'm doing is something called the ADOS system. And the ADOS system, hold on, guys. I have the ADOS system is from a coach by the name of Alexis Das. She's an elite coach. She created this system, and I basically took that, combined that with the 30 hashtag thing, and I'm combining it with something else we're going to get into after we talk about the ADOS system. So this is what the ADOS system is, guys. It's a proactive way to find your tribe or your people that you're looking to come on your team. So what you do every week, most likely Sunday is a good time, Saturday or Sunday, when you have a half hour, an hour, and some time, you want to pick 3 hashtags that are specific to people you want to join your team. For example, Target, hashtag go-getters, hashtag, this is a tip, guys, and this is the next thing. You want to choose hashtags that apply to who you were, not who you are today because of Beachbody. Like when I first started looking and I was searching, Motivational Monday and, Fit Dad, I was finding many other coaches or people that are me now. Think back of where you were when, you want to search hashtags of where you came from, okay? So pick 3, and your goal with those hashtags, guys, is to find 10 to 12 people, and we're going to get into on the next screen, I believe. Yep. We're going to get into the next screen. Your goal is to find 10 to 12 people a week based on you're searching a hashtag, and then when you search that hashtag, you're going to see all the posts for that hashtag, okay? And your goal is to find 10 to 12 people. Now, if these people have above 1,000 followers, this is gold because they already have a following. Just write that down. That's like a note to self. But if it's not, if they don't have 1,000 followers, it's not a set in stone rule. But if you can find 10 to 12 people through hashtags on the weekend and create a list of those 10 to 12 people, and you find a bunch that have 1,000 followers, those are gold mine prospects because they already have a following on Instagram. Okay, let me go on a little further so we can explain a little more. So what you're going to do is search the hashtags using the Explore and Search page. If you remember, that's the little magnifying glass at the bottom. You're going to click on the person's profile, right? And you're going to look to see if it's someone you want to connect with. Are they not a Beachbody coach? Are they from the USA? Now, guys, beware. You're going to come across a lot of photos and people like half naked. Like if you're searching fitness stuff, it's just the way it is. You're going to come across a lot of coaches. If you're coming across a lot of coaches, you're searching too many hashtags about you today. Okay? You have to think back of where you were. What did you do? What are the places you used to eat at? Where did you used to shop? Okay? If you are a newer coach and you're still going on your journey, then you have that niche. If you are a diamond coach or higher right now, do not search you now. Search where you were. All right? You're going to use the Explore page, and you want to find another way, guys, and I don't mean to be jumping over. So you're going to search hashtags. You're trying to find people, and I'll share my phone again to show you. You also can use the Explore page and find health and fitness program Instagram profiles that are very big based on the Explore page. They may suggest to you somebody that has 17,000 followers, like a huge following. And you can go to that person's profile, and if you look at their comments and they're not engaging with their people, you can also find prospects of people that are following those other fitness people, okay? And ultimately, you want to write down 10 to 12 Instagram handles, usernames, of the 10 to 12 people you want to connect with. So let me share my phone now. I want to kind of give you guys an example of what I mean by this, and we're going to go through it. We're going to do that here. And we're going to get, everything's going to go in. And so here is my phone again. Okay, guys, so here is my Instagram, okay? I'm going to click on the magnifying glass on the bottom, all right? And then up top, I'm going to search a hashtag. Let me just do Fit Mom. Now, this one you may run into. Let's do the Fit Mama 4. That came up. So you click on Fit Mama 4. Now, every post that has the hashtag Fit Mama 4 is right here in front of you. Okay? So the top post of it, this is the ones with the most engagement. I probably would stay away from that. But I would scroll right down and start looking at these photos. Like right here, here's a picture of a baby. And if you click on that, there's this picture of this user, the handle of SKG_FitMom4. And what you can do then is you click on their handle, their username, the SKG FitMama4, and it's going to take you to their profile. So this profile is Sunny, is her name, just a Fit Mama 4, staying active and eating well, fitness gear, stylish meal prep bags, fitness jewelry, use code, whatever, for 15% off. So what I then do is I scroll. Is this person a coach? Is she running another business? This person already, I can tell you right now, guys, only has 16 posts. If you look at the top, 16 posts and only 37 followers. She doesn't have much of a big page. I have nothing else to look at. I would click the back arrow, top left. I'd click it again, and I probably wouldn't use that person as one of my 10. But you basically have to take some time, and you have to scroll. Like, let's click on this girl, this one here, this kid picture, and click on the name. 16,000 followers. So this is one I'm telling you. You may say, oh, my God, this person's awesome. So this person is a blogger. And then I always scroll, and I try to see if, in fact, this person is a coach and what they're about. If I think that this is somebody that I would love to have on my team, like, wow, this person's awesome. They're just like me. I want to have on my team. I would write down their username. And in this one, it's Mommy's Me Time Blog. Okay? And you could see on here, Tracy Morrow. I don't know if any of you guys know her in the middle. She's followed by Tracy Morrow. She's a founding coach, millionaire in Beachbody. So the fact that Tracy's following her leads me to believe that I'm sure many coaches have invited her to be a coach already, and she has a huge following already, and she's a blogger. So I may not write this down. I'm trying to find those people around 1,000 followers that are like me, that aren't like huge on Instagram. You know, like this person here, 218 followers. This may not be bad. Some before and afters. I try to make sure they're not a coach. And you could pretty much tell. Sometimes right in their profile, they'll say they're a coach. Sometimes you could see they're doing Shakeology selfies. But the point being with this is you want to use hashtags from the search, the explore page, and you maybe use some of the hashtags of the 30 you came up with, and your goal is to find at least 10 to 12. Before I go on to the next step of the ADOS system, are there any questions about that? So on the weekend, the beginning of the week, you want to spend some time each week and you want to find your 10 to 12. Any questions on that so far? If there is, guys, like, I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to check the chat. Unmute your line or type a question. Anything from there?
David, it's Shannon. Are you just following these folks and commenting or liking their pictures, or are you sending them private messages?
We're getting to that next.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Hi, Dave. Elisa, do you do the weekends just because there's been like the most posts, most likely, or?
No, because when I get into the ADOS system of why, you'll see why.
Okay.
It's prepping you for the week of a system you're going to be messaging them.
That makes sense.
All right. Any other questions, guys? Okay. So next, you found your 12. Next slide. Let me go here. This is very important. I can't stress this enough. You have to be organized with your 10 to 12 people. Because what's going to follow, guys, is we're going to be messaging 2 people a day over the next 5 to 6 days. And there is a script I'm going to give you that you message the person week 1, week 2, and week 3. So when you start messaging these people, which Alyssa is going to answer your question, and Shannon, guys, this is eventually we're going to get into it. You have your 10 to 12. On Monday, you're going to message the first 2 on your list, whatever 2 you pick. You're going to send them the first ADOS script. I'm going to get into that in a second. The follow-up for them is going to be 1 week later. The second day, Tuesday, you're going to message the next 2 with the first script. Their follow-up is going to be the following Tuesday. Let me tell you, when you get into your second week and you have 10 new people and you have people that you're following up with from the first week and new people from the second week, you're going to get lost if you're not organized. So I have used Evernote to build my entire business, but I am now using Teamzy only for my Instagram business because I can put in a specific time of when to follow up. So right now, I'm telling you right now, don't even, like, if you're not organized, some people use Google Streak, some people use Asana. Oh my God, David, I don't know how to use Teamzy. I don't know how to use Asana. Guys, all this stuff, I failed a lot at the ADOS. I made a lot of errors. You just got to dive right in and figure it out. Like, Teamzy is not that hard. It's actually quite simple. I know a lot of coaches on here and leaders use it. I figured Teamzy out pretty quickly, and it became routine to me in a matter of 3 to 4 days. But you have to be organized, because the next step that I get you into, if you try to do it, and I'll tell you right now, what did I try to do? In my Evernote, I try to color code everybody. If their name is in red, I sent them the first script. If their name is in blue, I sent them the second. But the problem is the next thing you know, I had different colors everywhere, and I wasn't getting the reminders, and I dropped the ball big time. So I probably lost people 4 weeks ago because I wasn't organized enough. Don't go into this not be organized. So just, you have to be. Next message. Okay. ADOS system continued. You're going to message 2 people per day for 5 to 6 days using the ADOS system via the direct message feature on Instagram. There are 3 ADOS messages. I'm going to share them in the next couple screens. The first one is about forming them. The second message is to try to get them to move them to Facebook. The third one is inviting them to join your team as a coach or challenger. If you notice below that, the direct message feature, which many people don't realize is there, is on your home screen. If you look on the left picture, your home screen is the home button on the left. On the top right, you'll see 3 dots. If you have any messages pending that you haven't read, it's going to be a number. So for me right now, you'll see the number 5. If the number 5 is not there, it's the 3 dots. When you click on the 3 dots, it takes you to the picture on the right. That's your direct messaging system. Okay? Now, guys, just note, once you open an Instagram direct message, you cannot swipe it and mark it as unread. I'm a big person that I work through my inbox by in Facebook. I go to settings, unread messages, and I work from the bottom up. And for me, what started happening in Instagram, I didn't realize that you can't, once you open it, you cannot then mark it unread. So then I had read messages that I didn't answer yet because I clicked on them. And then I had unread messages that were in bold. So just beware that if you click on one, you can't unbold it. It's not going to show up as unread. So you can easily lose somebody. So just be careful. That's why ultimately the second message, we're going to try and move them to Facebook, because that's kind of the main platform, and it's much easier to connect with people and message over there. Okay? So that's how you get to the direct message feature. And guys, another thing, another little nugget. Not many people on Instagram even know there's a direct message system. So some people may not even realize you're messaging them. So that's just the way it is. Okay? Next. The first ADOS message, this is it right here. It's a simple, hey, hey, Kristen, awesome page, love it. Your page is so inspiring, and I love the fact that you are fill in the blank. How long have you been fill in the blank. You're going to go to that person's page and you're going to see, I love the fact that you are also into health and fitness and a mom of 3 kids. How long have you been working out? Whatever it is to personalize to them. That's the first ADOS message. Okay? You are going to send 2 a day for the entire week. And you're going to mark the follow-up to follow up with them 1 week later. Guys, they may not answer the message. If they do, great. Form them for the entire week. Connect with them. Build relationships with them. Do not send the second message yet. That's for the second week. All right? If the second week comes around and I get the follow-up and the person did not see my direct message, I will send them another one. And I also, write this down, I also will go to one of their posts and I'll comment on it and I'll do the @ symbol and I'll tag them. Kind of like Facebook. When you do the @ symbol on Facebook and you type the person's name, it can tag them, right? Same with Instagram. I will comment, love your post, you're so inspiring, @ Kristen Atkins Fit. Just FYI, I also direct messaged you here on Instagram. So I give them a little nudge. I do not send them the second message. If they didn't answer the first, I'll follow up with another direct message in week 2, and I'll comment on their photo and let them know I direct message them. If they still don't answer, that's it. They're done. Guys, you may have 10 people and 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 may not answer you. That's just the way it is. Okay? I've had some weeks in the past 5 weeks, I'm talking to a lot of people. The first week, I had probably 9 out of 10 didn't answer me. Mostly because I started following on my 10 where people with thousands of followers, and I reached too high. I got to find those people that are like where you were, all right? Second message, 1 week later, you're going to send 2 a day for the week. Okay, these are the people from the first week, the second week. You're going to send the second message, and you're going to say, hey, their name, random question. Do you have a Facebook? I'd love to add like-minded and positive people to my Facebook friends as well. Hope to connect today, Dave. So I'm sending them a Facebook message. If they say they have a Facebook, I'm then searching for them. If, in fact, I can't find them, I just say, hey, there's a ton of David Atkins on there. Like today, I had a guy, John Poole. John, there's a ton of John Pools. I can't find you. Here is my Facebook link. And as you guys know, if you go to Facebook and you click on your name and go to your page, your Facebook link is the URL up in the browser. And I'll send it to them through direct message feature, and I'll ask them to send me a friend request. You can be in direct message and copy a message, but you can't, like if you send your Facebook link, they can't click on it and it automatically takes them there. Again, remember I said the only place you can make is a clickable link in Instagram is your bio in that one area, but they can hold down and copy your URL and then paste it. All right? So now the second week, I'm sending them the second message and I'm marking them to follow up with them a week later to go to the third message. All right? Which is the next screen. Now, guys, if you see the goal I have in the bottom is to continue conversations and get them to Facebook. Many won't respond, and that's okay. Some may not know about the direct message feature. Try commenting on their post while tagging them at their handle. If still no answer, move on. That's a little nugget I kind of went over on the bottom. Okay? Next. Third ADOS message. This is week 3. Week 3, which is you're sending them this 2 weeks after the initial message. If it's somebody you want to invite to be a coach that you think is very active in fitness, you send, hey, their name, so I've been following you and love your page. It's great stuff. Random question. Have you ever wondered what I do as a health and fitness coach? You have such a great page and positive personality that I think you'd be great at it. Always looking for new leaders to join our team. If I sent you some info about what I do, would you check it out, Dave? Okay? If it's somebody that, like right now I'm talking to a bunch of dads that are just starting to work out again, trying to get in shape, and they're not really been working out for a while, I send them this challenger message, which I created. And I just say, So I've been following you and love your page. It's great stuff. Random question. Have you ever wondered what I do as a health and fitness coach? You have such a great page with a positive personality. I have a 30-day fitness challenge starting on Monday and have a few spots left. Would you like to hear more about it, Dave? Again, those are 2 scripts you're sending in the 3rd week. You could be sending this to them in Facebook if you connected with them on Facebook. You're going to find a lot of people don't want to be on Facebook. I have a lot of prospects I'm talking to aren't on Facebook. They're on Instagram only. So I'm sending this to them through Instagram. I have sold challenge packs already through this system, guys, through doing this. Okay? And I've found a lot of people. Again, I can't stress enough, you have to be organized. Because by the time you're in the 3rd message, ADOS message with this first group of people, you could be in the 2nd ADOS message with your 2nd group of people, and you could be sending your first ADOS message with your new group of 10 for that week. You have to be organized with this. Okay? So that's the 3rd ADOS message. Okay? Next, this is a big piece. There's a website called websta.me, WEBSTA.me. It's a free service to create a custom feeds, aka interest lists in Facebook. Okay? You can have up to 3 custom feeds with 20 people each, and you can go in daily and engage with your people on Instagram. So if you look at the left photo, guys, once you sign up for it, it's free. On the left-hand side with the arrow, click on custom feeds. Then on the 2nd page on the right, you can create a custom feed. Make sure you don't set it as public. Okay, when you create it, you name it. I named it by the month. And then if you look at the bottom photo, I put in all of the people that I have in my ADOS system. So my 10 people, I add them to that custom feed. Then you can go in there once a day and you can quickly like and comment on these people's posts. So not only are you sending them 1 message a week over 3 weeks, you're engaging with them daily. Okay? So ADOS system, you're finding your 10 to 12 people at the beginning of the week. You're messaging 2 a day over the week. So for me, I like to be done by Saturday. I'm pretty much trying not to do beach body work on the weekend. So I'm messaging people Monday through Friday, 2 a day. That's 10. Every day I'm going into Webster. I'm taking 5 minutes going into this. And I'm liking on people's stuff, and I'm commenting on a few here and there. You don't need to like on every single one of their posts and be stalking them. But just showing that you're present so you pop up for them, that you're liking their stuff. All right? So that's the ADOS system. I will say, guys, that Alexis Das, 2 things she does not do. She does not have the challenger script on the 3rd message. She goes right to the coach invite. And she does not follow anybody unless they have at least 1,000 followers or more. I'm kind of tweaking it because I feel that, that we can teach somebody how to get followers on Instagram. And also I feel that I'm all about the vital process and about getting people in challenge groups first. And I've had some people that I thought maybe would be good challengers, and I went right to the coach invite. And once they say no, I kind of lost the conversation. So I kind of gauge which one I'm going to use. Okay? So that is the ADOS system there. Let me, we're going to move on, guys, because there's more stuff I'm doing. Let me see this, if there's any questions, or unmute your line. Webster.me is for Instagram only. Okay, Webster.me, Instagram only, Alyssa. Let me stop here before I move on to the next thing that I'm doing. Any questions? Unmute your line. This all makes sense with everybody so far? Maria looks perplexed. You're my top person. So, Maria, unmute your line and ask the questions because I don't want you not. Let me unmute you.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It just seems very overwhelming. Just the organization part, getting in there, just setting stuff up. I think is what the big challenge is for me.
Maria, I'm going to tell you this. When I tell you guys hours and hours I had to figure this. Like, guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat this to you guys. This is an unbelievable way to massively grow and get your team, get success club points, to get challengers and get coaches. Okay? But I'm 100% all in on this. And I was 100% figuring it out. Now that I figured it out, this is it on a silver platter for you guys.
Okay.
It's going to take some hustle. And it's going to take some being overwhelmed, and it's going to take some sacrifices. Like, ask Kristen, she can unmute herself, and she was telling me to go to bed many nights, and I'm sitting at the table trying to learn before I even figured how to put all this together. But I refuse. Like, team call, I have another hour call. I have to listen to this hour call to pick up one little nugget. So I'm all about massive action right now. Because I'm all trying to. That's where I am. So this is the thing. Instagram has an abundant amount of people. This can blow your business up if you do it, or people can just post and use it as social media. I'm using Instagram to work for me, because it's either working for you guys or you're working it for them, right? So it's overwhelming. But I guess the best thing with anything, it's like a new coach when you first started, and there's some new coaches on here. You just have to understand you're going to be overwhelmed in the beginning, but anything else, I have this down. It took me 4 weeks, and now I'm in a groove, and it's quick. But it was not quick in the beginning.
Are you focusing more with this than you are with your Facebook posts?
Oh, I'm still doing 20 and 5. I'm still doing 20 and 5. And there's more stuff coming behind this, guys. Like, so let's just, I want to give it to you all. You can choose what you want to use and what you don't want to use. How long did it take you to master? That's a question somebody came up. It took me a good month to get this down, and it took me a good couple weeks of going through team calls and trainings and asking questions and talking to other leaders to understand the process. And it took me a month to get the system down because I was learning many different things.
I have a question too. What if you start with like 5, and then until you get your ball rolling, then you're not having just to get used to it?
You could start with 5. You could start with 5. I am this. I tell Kristen, this business, you control your level of success. And I am trying. I want to build an unbelievable team and help more people. So I'm looking to create an unbelievable dynasty in team perseverance. We're 1,800 coaches. I want to be 20,000. I want to be able to touch more lives. So for me, when the system is saying 10 to 12, I'm doing 10. Alexis Das, on some weeks, she's doing 30 to 60 a week. So when I heard that she's doing 30 to 60, minimum of 10, I went with minimum of 10. So my recommendation.
But she's all just a beach body coach too.
What?
You have your job.
Right.
But does she just do that? Is that all she does, or does she have a real job?
No, she had a real job. Now she's a full-time
and she
coach.
just says,
But
right.
on Sunday, I'm off. She's off. I choose to not watch football and baseball, and I choose to. 2 weeks ago, it took me 3 hours to find 10 people, guys. I wanted to be on the couch because I was searching too many things all I was coming across was coaches. And then Saudi Almonte, 15-star diamond, said, David, I said, I spent 3 hours trying to find 10 people. It was a Sunday. It's supposed to take me an hour. She said, you're searching things of who you are now, not where you were. So that was a huge aha moment for me. So the thing is, on Sunday, I'm finding my 10 to 12. Can you do 5? Absolutely. You can do 5. I think 10 to 12, you do all the work in the beginning of the week, then you're messaging 2 a day, and it's quick. Okay? Guys, any other questions on that so far? No?
Real quick, is Webster only for the computer, or is it
Only
like
for
an app for the phone?
It's only on the computer from what I know.
Okay. That's what I figured.
And it's quicker, Amber, to be honest, on the computer because you can click like fast. Guys, once you get this down, you're doing this stuff. You're in Webster. You're in and out in 5 minutes. And you're doing your 2 messages and your follow-ups in 30 to 45 minutes. Like, you're banging this out. It's power hour, and it's being very efficient. Okay? Any other questions on that so far, guys? No? Okay. Let me get to the next thing that we're doing. Phase 2. This is something I'm doing on top of ADOS that I've learned. I am going through my likes every night on all of my posts, and I'm sending out 10 invites a day via direct message. Okay? I make sure they're not a coach or they're out of the USA, because there's a lot of people that aren't from this country, like from UK and Switzerland and all these places that aren't from here. And I don't attach emotion to it. If they like your stuff, they are already showing you love. So let me explain. On the pictures on the left-hand side, that little heart button, that's like your notification center. I do not click there to look for my likes. If you click on that, you will see new people that are following you. You will see people that are liking your stuff and commenting. But the news, that notification system, I think it only goes back 6 hours. So every night, like tonight, before I go to bed, if I click on that, people that liked or commented on my stuff from this morning, it's already gone in the notification center. So I don't click there. I go to my home screen, which, as you guys can see, is the middle picture, right? My profile screen, excuse me. Your profile is on the bottom, is the bottom right button, the little silhouette of you. And then I will click on one of my posts, as you can see on the right-hand side. And then I click on how many people liked, and like I clicked on the 134 of that post. All right? Once you click on that, you will see the screen in the middle on the bottom. And then I scroll through all of those people that have liked my post. Granted, you're going to get random business pages. You're going to get coaches. But I scroll through quickly, and I am looking to send 10 invites out to these people via direct message. Okay? Do not attach emotion to it. I have sold a challenge pack in the first week I did this from doing this. If they liked your post, they're already showing you love, and they probably like it based on the hashtags you're using. So what I do then is, these are the 2 scripts that I send out. Okay? If it's somebody that I think would be a good challenger, I send out this message. Again, guys, I have this saved in my Notes app, or for me, my Evernote. Hey, their name, how are you? I saw you like under one of my pictures, and I really hope you don't mind me messaging you about something like this. I don't know if this would interest you, but I'm running an online fitness boot camp in X amount of weeks. I already have a bunch of people on board with a few spots left. It's going to be all about motivation, accountability, and support. If I give you details to read over, would you be willing to check it out and see if it would be a good fit? That's it. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. If it's somebody who is very fit and looks like a possible fitness trainer, I send this message because I'm looking at their pages, right? They're from the USA. They're not Beachbody coaches. And I send them this. Hey, awesome page. I stumbled upon it because I saw you liked one of my photos from earlier today. I know this is totally random, but I see that you're into health and fitness. Are you currently working in the industry? You have a really engaged following. That's why I ask. I'm an elite Beachbody coach, and for some reason I feel like you might be a really good fit for my team. I know this is so out of the blue, but I thought, why not ask? It's a very soft invite. And I send 10 of these a day based on the likes that I get. Okay? Maria's at the top of the page. I know most people are thinking like Maria. Guys, again, I am giving a lot of information. There's other recordings there, but I'm taking massive action right now on Instagram. Right? So when people are, and I see there's a question, I'm going to look at it. I'm running out of people. I'm running out of friends. I'm using Instagram to leverage because there's millions of people out there that truly want to be in our challenge groups and would love to be coaches. And when a lot of the other coaches that I'm connecting with, that's why I always say, surround yourself with people that are going to stretch you. And when Kristen and I and me connecting with other people that are higher levels in the company, when I talk to them and what they're doing, this is what they're doing. Like, this is why they are where they are. This is, again, you use it, what you want. So I'm doing the ADOS system. Let me back up. I am doing my 30 hashtags every day with my post. I'm doing the ADOS system every day with the Webster and the messages through 3 weeks. And then on top of that, every night, I'm sending out 10 invites. Okay? So that's what that is. Let me look at what the question is. I think there was a question. Going to be, you may have said this already, your script's going to be in the files. I can put them in my files. Yes, yes, I can put them in the files for sure. Stacy Louise hit it on the head. Guys, I'm 10Xing. For those of you that read Grant Cardone's book, 10X, like I realized probably like 6-8 months ago, I said, I want to strive to be a 15-star diamond coach in the company. And then I realized, why am I not getting there? And then I became close friends with 15 stars, and my success partner, somebody I become very close with, you know, over the last couple of months, Scotty Hobbs. I know what level they're operating at. And this is the level they're operating at. They're 10Xing, 10 times the amount of what everybody else is doing. And again, guys, this is not hard. It's overwhelming in the beginning. It's simple things to do, but it's simple not to do. The key is just do it. Fall when you fail forward, fall on your face, just keep getting up. You'll get it down. Promise you. All right. So that's that. Let me move on. The last thing I'm using, guys, is something called Instagress. Okay, this is the last thing I'm doing, and this is something that is autopilot for me. It works while you sleep. It increases followings, likes, etc. It's at Instagress.com. It is a paid service. It's actually very cheap. And I'm going to go on and I'm going to share my screen to what Instagress does. Okay? And then I'll explain what Instagress does. So let me go back. Share my screen. Safari. All right, do you guys see the Instagress? Yes? All right, good. Guys, what this does for you is you can get a free trial for 3 days. And what it does for you is it acts as you, and it likes and it can comment on people's posts. And when you're liking and commenting on people's posts, you're going to get people that follow you, and you're going to get people that want to engage with you. Okay? So what I have going right now on Instagress is in the last like 2 days, I have liked 2,636 photos, and I have commented on 714 photos that I have not done. It is working right now as we're on this call. And this is how it basically works. And you can see 30 days is $10. It's cheap. Okay? You can also have it where it's following people for you. And you also can have it turned on that if the people don't follow you back, it unfollows them. This system does so much. Right now, I'm only using the likes and comments. Now, the question is, how does it know who to like and how does it know who to comment on? What you can do is you can set it up, and I'm going to scroll down to the point where you can set it up where it will like the photos where you put in hashtags you want it to like. So if you look here, these are all the hashtags that if people are hashtagging dads of Instagram, fit dad, dad bod, Insta runner, Weight Watchers, love being a dad, busy life, all carb diet, cheat meal, family stick together, Whole30. I have put in a group of hashtags. The 30 that I use every day are in here. I went local to where I live, Katona, New York, Katona Yoga, Weight Watchers. And I have added all of hashtags, Whole30, War on Debt, Dave Ramsey, all these different things, like personal development people. Any of these tags, it's telling Instagress to like and comment on these people's photos. You choose who you want it to like and comment on based on the hashtags. Now, the comments that I use, guys, let me scroll up under comments, and you simply add them by clicking add, and you add the comments. They're very generic because I don't want to say something that wouldn't fit. So I just have nice, love it, cool, good stuff, nice pick, great, good deal, yes. That's it. So that's what it's auto commenting for me. I am getting some really good prospects because they're like, thank you for the comment, David. And now they're following me, and now they're seeing my stuff, and it's doing it in my sleep. Okay? You also, guys, and this is great, and I'll put this as scripts too, you also can have a blacklist where it will not comment on people that use hashtags, our competitors. It works in venture, it works greens, Herbalife, Advocare, Beachbody Coaches, Beachbody Coach, Beachbody Coach Life. So I am stopping it from commenting on other coaches' stuff and other network marketing fitness companies, i.e. Herbalife, i.e. Advocare. Okay? So here is my blacklist that I will share with you guys. This is my tags blacklist. All right? It goes so far as that you can put in usernames of people like, I'm going to give an example. I don't know, many of you guys know Josh Coates. He's training a lot of coaches on how to build your business, right? He has Carl Deichler's username in here, and he is just commenting and liking on people that follow Carl Deichler. So he is specifically targeting coaches. So you can even put in a username of like, say, I don't know. I'm going to get, just to make an example, you wouldn't do this, like Tony Horton. You can then have it commenting on the people that follow Tony Horton. You're going to end up commenting on coaches' stuff. You don't want to do that, but it allows you to do that. You can start commenting on people in certain areas with locations. All right? The follows, it will also use your tags to follow people. I am not following. I turned the following feature off, guys, and this is why. Because it started following a lot of people out of this country, and I didn't want to follow them. And even though some of them were following me back, and you can set it that if they follow you back, it unfollows them, or you can set it where you don't unfollow your people. This has so many options for you, but for me to keep it simple, I want to choose the people I follow. I do it through the ADOS people I find at the beginning of the week. All right? I am just doing the likes and the comments. Up here on the top, I have it set so it's targeting the people based on the tags. You can see the box is checked, right? And then below this tells it the speed on how quick you want Instagress to work. Guys, very important. I highly suggest you start off on slow until your Instagram has a decent amount of posts and you start working with it. I now have it set on fast. The reason why is if you set it too fast early on, Instagram may recognize it as there's some spam going on and you may get logged out of your account and can get a warning per se. But now I have it fast. So for me, it likes and comments. It likes 40 photos an hour and comments on 10. Okay? You could do a free 3-day trial. So I am getting follows by the day and I'm getting engagement by the day by Instagress. All right? This is what Instagress is. I just signed up for it. It was quite easy to set up. You guys can come back and watch this call, kind of see what I have. I will put my hashtags, my comments, and my blackmail list for you in a doc. Okay, and my ADOS stuff for you guys to see. But guys, if you notice my tags, they pertain to me. Okay? They're not, you have to find ones that pertain to you. All right? That pertain to you. All right? So let me stop that share there. So guys, as a whole, I think there may have been a question. Hold on. Ashley, I came up with all those hashtags. Okay? I came up with them. Guys, I could say this. I know you guys think this is a lot of work, but I want to really, like, from my heart, tell you guys that I did this. I saved you guys probably a few hundred hours of work that I was doing by figuring this out. So if you just are willing to say, all right, this shit's going to be overwhelming for the first month, but in a month, I'm going to be having 10 new people a week that I find that I want in my tribe that I'd love to sponsor as coaches or challengers, 10 new people a week, and then using the ADOS system scripts, first week, second week, third week. And then every day I'm sending an invite to people that like my posts, 10 a day, and you have Instagress working for you. You cannot tell me that your business in 60, 90 days from now won't be in a different place. It will be in a massively, massively different place. but you have to be willing to put in the grind and the hustle, right? 50% of it is I just gave you the 50%. You got to come halfway, you know? So I just want to share with you guys, I'm 10Xing right now. Phase 1, I'm using my 30 hashtags in every post 2 to 3 times a day. Phase 2, the ADOS. Phase 3, 10 invites a day. And in the background, my Instagram is working like a champ while I'm catching some REM sleep at night and during the day. All right? So let me, it's worth it. Figuring out your financial alone is a great start. Right. Let me open up for some general questions. It's I know we've been on for over an hour. I'd love to hear or even feedback of your thought on this, or feedback on I'm all in, I'm executing on this, or, you know, I'm going to do this. Like, guys, open up the platform here for people. I'd love to hear from some people on what you're saying. And guys, congratulations for many of you that are still on, because there's still a good group of you on. I know some people, you know, had to go. So thank you for staying on. Anybody?
Hey, Dave. It's Mary Rose.
Mary.
How are you?
Good.
Thank you for sharing all this information. I've tried using Instagram in the past, and I wasn't finding it very successful. I felt like I was just attracting a lot of coaches. And now after listening to you, I really want to go back and look at those hashtags that I've done, because I did the 6 dots and commenting with my hashtags. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
But now I really need to go and examine which hashtags I've been using, because I think I've only been seeing Beachbody coaches and other people who are involved, and not really attracting the people that I'm looking for. So I think the biggest thing that I got from this right now is to kind of go back and look at who was I?
Yep.
And really start looking and focusing my hashtags and looking for people from that perspective versus where I might be now. So thank you.
You're right. No, you're welcome. Guys, don't use the hashtag Shakeology.
Yeah.
Like, you're wasting a hashtag. Go to the Explore page, search hashtags, and you get a ton of examples. Oh, by the way, if you go to Webster, guys, on the homepage, if you type in a hashtag like fitness, it's going to layer it with all the other hashtags that are similar to fitness to help you find more. Mom, and it's going to have all different hashtags for moms or dads, or maybe you have hobbies. What are your hobbies? Use them as hashtags. Start attracting people in that are similar to you, to your avatar. Okay? Anybody else? Let me see by a show of hands. Who's going to capitalize this and go after it and actually do the work? Yes? Like, I'm seeing a lot of hands, guys. A lot of hands. So, guys, I can tell you right now, I am talking on Instagram, This is not people that are not answering me. In a month, I'm probably talking to 35 people that I haven't invited yet because I have them in the ADOS system. I'm being patient. You have to be patient, okay? Don't rush it. The 10 a day you invite, don't even worry. Just invite. Don't even attach emotion to it. If they don't answer you or they say no, which they will, I don't even care. I attach no emotion to it. But that's it, an Instagram. But this is me going massive action, 10Xing. On top of, for those of you doing 20 and 5 on Facebook, I'm still doing 20 friend requests a day and 5 messages on Facebook a day. And I'm still working full-time at the state police, 3 kids, and I'm going to be coaching my daughter's softball team, being a head coach, and Sadie had hockey, used to have hockey 3 to 4 days a week. So the busy excuse, I don't have time, it's just excuses, guys. If it's important to you, you'll find a way to get it done. This is important to me because I want to build something amazing for my family, and I'm having Kristen do it too. You'll find the time.
David,
and be patient.
David, quick question. I have 5 groups of 30 different hashtags based off of.
You're frozen, Shannon.
The type of post it is, whether it's a food post. How am I now?
You're okay. I think I know
Okay.
what you're saying. Yep, go ahead.
All right. I have 5 groups of 30 different hashtags based on the type of post that I have. So it's either a food post, fitness, asking for coaches, lifestyle, etc. Should there be common posts I'm sorry, common hashtags in each one and then pertain to the type of post it is? Or is it okay to have 30 different groupings?
So I think I got you. You kept cutting out, but I think your question was, I think Shannon, guys, she said she has 30 different groupings of hashtags depending on the type of post she puts up. That you could definitely do. That's taking hashtags to another level. Like if you're doing a fitness post, you're doing fitness hashtags. For me right now, I'm using the same 30 because I did so much research on finding 5 that were between 50 and the 100,000, and then the other 25 not over $1 million, and that alone took time, So I'm using the same, and I'm trying, guys. I'll tell you right now, my avatar right now, I have to learn. I'm trying to find the dad that has kids that has a beer gut belly that's trying to get back in shape. That's probably in his 20s or 30s. That's what I'm going for. So I'm hashtagging all like that. Dads of Instagram, dad bod, stuff like that. You have to I can't do stuff with moms and postpartum baby belly and all that other stuff. You guys can target, so I just have to, but I use this to answer your question. I use the same ones. If you have time, guys, and you want to go specifically, yes, my thing is find your 30 and try to incorporate the other stuff and then maybe add more as you go on. Anybody else? Any other questions? No? Nobody other questions? No. All right, guys. So if there's no other questions, the recording's going to be up. I'm going to hang up this call. I'm going to put all the scripts on a files tab on the Team Perseverance page. This recording will be up tomorrow on my YouTube channel, guys. Please subscribe so you get quick access to it when it first goes up. The link's on the Team Perseverance page. I will be grateful for you guys doing that as well. And the other thing I was going to say, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm losing my mind. It'll be up, guys. So have a great night. Implement this, right? Don't let the start stop you. So just start, okay? And this will do great things for you. Have a great night, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.